So we opened this place in 2021. I've been cooking in restaurants since I was 15 years old. I've done it a long time. I was a chef in LA for years, and so far so good. It's gone really well, and we're super happy we did it. And for me, more than food or anything else, it's all about our customers, the community, and what we can do to give back to them. And you know, some of our customers become like family to us, and that's worth more than anything else. My wife Casey and I have a partner named Jimmy, and his wife Christina. We have a third business that we feed firefighters during the fire season, during controlled burns. And when it comes to food, honestly, recipes are they're hundreds of years old, and they're just remade by different people and tweaking it as time goes on. So it's hard to come up with stuff that's completely original sometimes, but we're trying our best to do that here. There's a young musician named Justice Ramos that plays here all the time. We're kind of his home stage on our stage out there. And him and I one night were hanging out, and he was talking about ideas and writer's blocks and different things like that. And I told him that I had this idea. My wife had mentioned something, and one thing came to another, and I thought about putting blueberries on a fried chicken sandwich. And just to be a good example, that night we went out and we bought way too many ingredients, and we came up with some recipes, and now we have our blueberry fried chicken sandwich, which has been on a couple different TV shows now, and it's very popular. It's our number 2 selling thing on the menu right now. The biggest challenges we face up here is, honestly, when people come up and say, oh man, if there was one of these in Huntington Beach, or if there was one of these in Sacramento or wherever, you'd be so busy. And that's all good and great, but we're all about Twain Harte and Twain Harte owned. We just love being up here. So the challenge is, you hit this time of year and you really, the tourism slows down and whatnot. That's why we work really hard on our pricing to keep it down as best we can. Is you just have to be passionate about what you're doing. I was given some advice one time. My dad had passed away, and I talked to 2 different men that I respected a lot. And one guy was highly successful, made a lot of money, and he told me, you have to love what you do. If you don't love what you do, and if you're not passionate about it, it's gonna be a life sentence. 2 weeks later, I talked to the other guy, and he said the exact opposite. He's like, I hate my job and I quit it every single day, but look at the life it affords me. I would say the most important thing about being in videos like this or in takeovers like this with PJ and Ernie, these things, it's that support local. We're a small county. We're seeing things like the Tuolumne Market closing because it's not keeping up. I don't really look at the other businesses in town as competition. I love seeing the Rock full. I love driving past, being around the block and seeing them busy and us being busy at the same time. The town does really well when we all support each other and lift each other up and help each other get through. We're entering into the slower season, so locals keep us alive, and they just always remember, if there's a local shop and you're able to get there, do that first.